Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am having a late start today, but it is quite all right. I'm still going to put up this posting for today. So, for the overall energy, I have the 10 of Bows, the responsibility card, but it is upside down. And then I have the 5 of Stones, the endurance card, upright. For the positive energies, I have the Woodman and the balance card, the beautiful balance card. For the negative energies, I have the King of Stones reversed. And I have the Archer, okay? And for the advice card, I have the Page of Bows, which is the Stoat. And the Guardian card. Okay, I'm getting a slow and steady start back in, but it's quite all right. Sometimes slow and steady works, Sometimes slow and steady works on this beautiful Sunday. I hope the background noise, I have my windows closed and I do not know why. It could just possibly be me. The cars driving by are really loud and I can hear them really, really loud. It might just be me though. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into the reading. I hope that your Sunday is going well. Okay, so let's talk about the overall card for today. Okay, I have the 10 of Bows, which is the responsibility card, and the 5 of Stone, which is also the endurance card. With the 10 of Bows, it's all about responsibility, right? It's all about like carrying that big burden, okay? Carrying that tough burden. And with this card, it kind of emphasizes the burden even more by not just displaying or showing a person who is holding these bows, okay? Or these wands that will later on turn into bows, okay? But he's also walking up a mountain, okay? As if it wasn't hard enough to just carry these darn bows to where you need to go. You got to walk up a mountain with them, okay? So it's emphasizing that. And with this upside down or in the reverse, it's like I am not taking on responsibility, okay? Or that burden is being released. Now, being coupled with the 5 of Stones with the endurance card, I got the feeling of I'm damned if I do or I'm damned if I don't type of energy. Okay? Because it's a big responsibility if I do, but if I don't, I'm probably left out. See, in this 10 of Bows card, he's walking up a mountain to what it looks like a village, okay? What it looks like a village. Well, the description describes it as an encampment, okay? So there are people up there. He's taking it there. So if it does not get there, if this responsibility doesn't get there, the people will be able to protect themselves. This is to help people protect themselves, okay? If we're making bows, it's to protect ourselves from enemies or wild animals coming to our home. Okay, so this could be for a battle. So I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. If I do this, it's a big responsibility. Why this person has to carry all these bows by himself, I'm not sure. That could possibly be the reason why there's a reluctance, to carry this duty or responsibility out. But coupled with the endurance card, is like, if I don't take on this responsibility, then I'm no longer part of this encampment or this group or this village, okay? So I'm no longer part. And that leads me to fend for myself with the endurance card. So either way, it's like I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. And it seems like some of you guys might decide to go out on your own and you're going to endure the loneliness, okay? It could be the responsibility that comes with the relationship, the responsibility that comes with the job. I just got the feeling that somebody is running from a responsibility. And there's that energy where I'm just going to go out on my own, but it's still a tough road. Both roads are tough, but it looks like instead of worrying about everybody else or taking a road where you're carrying a burden for everybody else, you're going to take on the burden of being by yourself and doing your own thing. And that's what I'm getting from the overall energy, okay? So that's the energy today. I'm not carrying everybody else's burden. I'm taking off on my own. And I feel like either way is a tough burden, okay? Either way is tough. So it's not like I don't want responsibility, or I'm not getting the feeling like I'm running from responsibility. I don't want to be responsible for anything, because on your own, it looks like it's tough. You're responsible for surviving on your own, which looks like a tough task, okay? That looks like a tough task. It's just a matter of, am I taking everybody else's responsibility or not? You see, these 10 bows might belong to 10 different people. Why can't everybody carry their bow? You know, this looks like a really heavy task, right? Why can't everybody protect themselves or make their own weapons? You know what I mean? So that's just the energy that I'm getting. Let's go on to the energies that are positive for today. Okay. All right. So for the positive energy for today, it's really awesome. It's really great because we have two major arcanas. We have the Woodward, which is also the Strength card. And we have the Balance card, which is also the Temperance card. And these are really lovely cards, okay? With the Strength card, the Strength card is very interesting, and they're both in the upright. The Strength card is very interesting because we have a person who is at one with the forest. This is the Strength card. And in this card where you're in the forest, this is the scenery is all in the forest. So if we're in the wild and we're in the forest, this is the Wildwood Tarot, by the way. So if we're in the wild and we are in the forest, he is at one, and that's why he has so much strength. He is at one with the forest. He has the hawk up high, okay, who can see things from a higher point of view. And then he has the lynx down low, who is a good steadier, a good hunter, one of the best hunters in the forest. So with this Strength card, I got a lot of feeling that some of you guys have sight, okay? And some of you guys are one, even though you're left alone. It's like I'm at one with the wild, okay? I am at one with the wild. Or I am at one with, the difficulty of having to roam on my own. We don't have the wild. For some of you guys, you may be in the forest, okay? Some of you guys may be camping, and it's like I am in my element. But for others of you, it could be, you find yourself alone and without a community. And it's like, this is my element, yo. I'm in my element, so I'm good. I run these streets. I know how to run these streets, okay? It's like I'm one with these streets, so you can't really, I could be all by myself. At the same time, I got the Balance card, okay? It's like some of you guys see the vision and you have the balance. Like I could work in a group and I could work all alone, and you've probably chosen to work all alone, okay? And it's like, look, I can do either or. That's the energy that I'm getting here. I could do either or. This Strength card is showing me that you're actually really in your element. And I feel like this is balanced to where you're actually in your element. Possibly with some of you guys, when you were in a group, you were carrying most of the burden or doing most of the task. And to be on your own is like you're better off, It's that energy of I can do better I can do bad all by myself. But it looks like you're really going to be strong and do it better. For some of you guys, it's like I am disconnecting from the community that I'm used to because I need balance in my life. And I feel like disconnecting is going to bring you some real balance, okay? Even though it looks like you might have some tough times with the Endurance card, with that overall energy over there, it still looks like you're in your element and you're going to be fine. Some of you guys could have grown up spoiled, okay? Grown up spoiled a little bit, or grown up being taken care of. Or perhaps you had a rough time and then you found yourself at a time where you were better taken care of. Okay. And now you're going to be separating from that community that took very good care of you. And it's like, hey, I'm still in my element. I remember my roots and where I came from. I'm at one with the streets, or I'm at one with the forest. Okay. So it's like some of you guys are really balanced in your life. Some of you guys are getting well balanced experiences in your life where not only did things run smoothly, but things also ran roughly. And it's like I can operate either way. All right. So that's what I'm picking up with the positive cards. Let's move on to the negative energy for the day. When it comes to the negative cards for the day, I have the King of Stones. And I have him in the reversed. And I have the Chariot card. With the King of Stone in reversed, it kind of emphasizes the fact that, because I always talk about this King of Stones, especially in this deck, how everything is iced, right? So it's hard. The pickings are hard. But the King of Stones still knows how to go out there. He has no competition because everything is on ice. You know, a lot of animals are hibernating. A lot of the wild animals are hibernating. So, you know, everything he finds is for himself. He doesn't really have too much competition. With the Chariot card over here and the King of Stones, it seems like for some of you guys, I'm getting the feeling there may be a lot of competition. Okay, there may be people who are more skillful than you. All right, more skillful than the Woodward. Okay, because you are over here the Strength card, but at the same time with the Chariot, they may not be, you know, the individual in the Chariot may not be as strong as you. Okay, may not be as strong as you, but they're very skilled at clearing their way. They're very skilled at clearing all their enemies. They can see you from afar. For some of you guys, that's just what I'm getting. I'm just getting like, even though you may be good at the streets, you're going on your own. There are other people there. You may have predators out there who may be ready to attack you. That's one thing, okay? On the other end, for some of you guys, it may be a fight moving forward, okay? You may go through rough times, especially when it comes to your money, all right? It may be a fight. Even though you're separating from this community, the money may be rough, okay? And you might have to really fight and find some willpower with the Strength card over here to really move forward in what it is that you're trying to accomplish, okay? If you're going to go out and set out by yourself, I feel like it might be hard, especially when it comes to your finances. You are probably making more money in a community than on your own, okay? So striking out on your own might be a little harder than you thought it would be, okay? But I still feel like you're going to pull it through. I still feel like you have strength. I see a lot of willpower over here, especially with the Strength card. And then with the Chariot card, it's like a lot of my own forcefulness. I got the feeling it's going to be a big push here, okay? It's going to be a big push. But I still feel like you're going to make it through, all right? I still got the feeling it's like a big push. So brace yourself for a tough road ahead. You're going to have to fight it through. In the advice card, I have the Page of Bows, which is the Stoat, and the Guardian, and they're both in the upright. With the Stoat card, the Stoat is a very interesting creature, right? Because he could change colors and he could go underground, okay? So he could bury himself underground, and he can also change colors depending on where he's at in order to protect himself. So, and this is the advice card coupled with the Death card. I got a feeling some of you guys might have to transform, especially with the Death card. I'm getting a lot of transformation, right? It's reiterating the transformation. And with the Strength card, when we're seeing that hawk in the air and the lynx at the on the ground, it's like you're going to have to use all your faculties in order to make it through, to push through, in order to survive out here in this world. In order to succeed at whatever it is that you're trying to do, you're going to have to use all your faculties, okay? You're going to have to use all your freaking faculties. Here's what I'm getting over here. I have a feeling because he's changing his colors, okay? It's like I'm going to have to transform according to my environment, you know, in order to survive. I might have to hide sometimes. I might be able to come to the top. I might have to look at things from a higher point of view, from a lower point of view. I'm going to have to transform and change, all right? And I've been getting this feeling like I'm going to have to do things two ways in order to survive, okay? So you might have to transform according to the environment that you're in. It seems like I'm just saying this thing over and over again, okay? But here's what I'm getting. I was watching the X-Men the other day, right? And you know how in order for the X-Men to live in society or to go out in society, they have to wear these costumes, okay? They have to wear these costumes which are not really themselves, depending on which creature there are. The ones who are unable to really hide themselves that well can't go out into public. You know, they have to stay at the school or stay hidden. But the ones who are able to hide, you know, their beastly natures are the ones who are able to go out and survive, okay? It's kind of like Superman. In order for Superman to work and live amongst the people and not get harassed every single day, he has to put on the costume. He has to wear them glasses, okay? And he has to put on his little nice suit and pretend he has no strength, when in actuality he does. Batman, the same thing. In order to go out and fight, he has to put on a costume. Okay, but by day, he's his normal, regular self. And that's what I'm getting. Like, you're going to have to act like different people when you get to different places. Okay, there is that saying, you know, we all want to be who we are, but there is that saying, when you go to Rome, act like the Romans, right? When you go to Rome, act like the Romans. We all want to be who we are. And sometimes there is that, like, there is that fine line between being somebody else and being who you are in order to survive, and being who you are in order to survive. But I look at it like this. If you're a mother, okay, if you're a mother, you're one person to your child, okay, and you're not faking, you're just being the mother. All right. And if you're a girlfriend, that same mother could be a girlfriend, and she's a different person to her man or her husband, or, you know, she could be a wife. She's a different person to her man or her husband. And it doesn't mean she's faking it. She's not a girlfriend to her child. You know what I mean? And she's also a child to her mother. Like, we're different people in different places. Okay, if you want to carry that same attitude everywhere, you might not necessarily win or be able to survive. Okay, you know, my work self is not my home self. Okay, so I'm not going to go to work treating my coworkers. Well, some of us do, but, you know, there's always that professional attitude, that professional demeanor. You still have to be professional. And that's what I'm getting over here, okay? Just to apply it to our practical lives, like, that's what I'm getting over here. You're going to have to be able to change, okay? You're going to have to be able to, you can still be yourself, okay? But you're going to have to be able to be other people and different people, even though you're still yourself, in order to survive out here, all right? Just like the stove, we got to change our colors. And just like the Guardian, which is also the death card, you know, there's a death and a resurrection here, okay? And a lot of times, you know, a lot of people don't know that, you know, Scorpios are the only sign that can transform 3 times. And they actually can transform into the phoenix. When we talk about phoenixes, you know, that the Scorpios transform into a phoenix, where they're actually healers, because, you know, the higher you go, you can't be the same. You know, there's only so much you can win. So at a certain point, you have to transform. You're the same you, but now, you know, you're a different person. So I see a lot of transformation here, okay? I might have to transform. I'm still myself, but I'm transforming to a better version of me, all right? I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys love this reading. I know I'm getting it out late, but I still wanted to get it out. You guys have a wonderful day.